Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, Aiden from Cartoon Apocalypse, and today we're here for the Queen Wasp analysis. Now, if you haven't seen the Style Queen one, I would recommend going to watch it because I uploaded it like an hour ago. So I'd recommend going to watch that. I talk about a lot of the stuff in Style Queen and how many things there were in that episode that were important. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But this is kind of like a part 2 to Queen's Battle, analysis. I just wanted to separate it out into 2 videos just because if I made it into one video, it would be like an hour long. Just kidding, it would be like half an hour long. But it would be a long video, so I separated it into 2. So I'm pretty much going to go in chronological order throughout the episode and talk about the most important parts, because really just the whole episode itself was important because we got introduced to a new character and we learned more about Chloe and things. But I'm just going to be going through each individual bullet point that I wrote down, talking about why this is more important than everything else. So yeah, just sit back and relax. Now the first thing is Hawkmoth is willing to give up akumatizing people for 2 reasons. The first reason, he was losing hope because, as we saw, Style Queen was not successful. Now, Style Queen was like the most powerful person. Like I said in the Style Queen analysis video, I said that Style Queen was like the most powerful villain yet. So the fact that she lost was just very, like, it broke down Hawkmoth's motivation, and he went down to talk to Emily, which Emily is either dead or in a coma. We don't exactly know. I'm pretty sure she's dead, but I don't really know. But Hawkmoth has been trying to do this for a while now, and he's just keeping on losing hope, and it's just like, he doesn't know what to do, because since Style Queen failed and Style Queen was the best, then, like, how is he gonna win eventually if he can't, like, win? So that was the first reason why he was willing to give up akumatizing people. And then the second one was for Adrien, because in the Style Queen analysis I said that everyone in the episode was pretty clumsy, especially Hawkmoth, because he put his son in danger. And we learned that Gabriel Agreste is very caring for his son, Adrien. So he was like, oh, well, I have to kind of give it up because I can't just keep on getting so tied into this to where I'm losing track of Adrien and putting him in danger and things like that. So that's very important. And I mean, just he literally said that he was going to give up akumatizing people, and he gives up his Miraculous. So that's kind of what went on there. And just to prove that Gabriel really cared about Adrien, he showed up at the fashion show, and just really, that showed that he really does love him, and just he's just been doing this all for Emily, and that's why he's been so separated from Adrien and just the whole world pretty much. Alright, so on to the next point. Andre Bourgeois loves Marinette's hat, and she wants to take her to New York. Now this is very interesting because Chloe gets really mad because Chloe wanted to go to New York with her, but nope, she wanted to take Marinette. So this is when Chloe pulls out the B Miraculous, which everybody is in like awe, and Gabriel especially is super intrigued. He's like, huh, that's interesting. And then like Marinette and Cat Noir were like, oh no, don't do that, and all that stuff. So Chloe just turns into Queen Bee. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but in an analysis that I had made on like a promo, I thought that Queen Bee might have a cool like transformation and it might top Carapace, but no, Carapace is still the best one. Well, let me know what your guys' favorites transformation is down in the comment section down below. Mine is by far Carapace, followed by probably Cat Noir or maybe Hawkmoth. I don't know. It's probably a tie between Cat Noir and Hawkmoth, but Carapace is definitely the best. Now another thing that I thought was interesting is that Queen Bee had a very similar yo-yo to Ladybug. I don't know why the creators of the show chose to do that, but I mean, maybe it was because since she's a bee she needs to fly, but she can't actually fly, so she just has a yo-yo thing. I don't exactly know, but I mean, I guess it's cool. I don't know. That's interesting. Now another very important part is that everybody knows who Queen Bee is. It's Chloe. And this was made very apparent on the news, and in my Maledicator analysis, promo analysis, I had said that she started like a YouTube channel, like the show's version of YouTube, and how she was pretty much just saying like, oh, I'm Queen Bee and all this stuff, and we do learn that everybody knows who Queen Bee is. It's Chloe. And I was right on my prediction from the promo, so I'm super happy that that came true, and that another point comes to me about being right about things. And I mean, there's a lot of points that are wrong, but that's just because I say a lot of things. So I mean, that's just pretty cool. Now, the real reason why Chloe is doing all this Queen Bee stuff is to really impress her mother, because her mother is this huge fashion critic and Chloe wants her mother to like her and things like that. So she's like, alright, well, since she doesn't think I'm anything, I'll become something better than what I am. But Chloe just kind of messes it up and just makes the whole situation worse, and like pretty much just shows her mother that even when she tries to do good, she ends up still doing bad. So we learn that Chloe really just wants love from her mother, but she doesn't get it. So that's kind of like showing who Chloe as a character is, and we can start to understand why she acts this way just based on how her mother acts, because she wants to be like her mother, and not having her mother with her from like as a child. We don't exactly know what age she left, but not having her mother kind of took a toll on Chloe and made her turn into the person that she is now. Now, seeing how mad Queen Bee is, Hawkmoth takes advantage of this. Now, this is after the whole, like, Ladybug and Cat Noir fighting, Chloe kind of thing, just because they're like, oh, no, you messed up, all this stuff. So Hawkmoth sees how mad Chloe is and just akumatizes Queen Bee. And pretty much Hawkmoth is back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back to the stage Hawkmoth. Yay. Hawkmoth sees this as a sign of Ladybug and Cat Noir messing up and realizes, hey, I might have another opportunity like this in the future, so there's still hope. So Hawkmoth gets his hope, his motivation back, and he's just going to have to be super careful with Adrien, and he realizes this. It's just he really wants to get Emily Egrest back. Now, Queen Wasp is pretty powerful. She has the powers of Queen Bee, essentially, plus the powers that she was given. So she's essentially got two sets of powers. But, of course, since it's Chloe, she doesn't exactly know how to execute it. So in my opinion, Style Queen is still more powerful than Queen Wasp, but Queen Wasp was still powerful. So that's very intriguing. So eventually, Ladybug and Cat Noir take her out pretty easily. They just had to come up with a simpler plan, and it was pretty much go underwater where wasps can't go. And Chloe, in the end, ends up to give up the Miraculous, which was the decision that was supposed to be made, but also because she realized that she wasn't doing any good. She had disappointed her mother, and to show that she really tried to be a good person, Cat Noir and Ladybug were like, yeah, just prove that you're a hero and just give us back the Miraculous, and she ends up doing that, so yay, Chloe did something good. So Marinette decides to stay at Paris, and that's just, I think it's mostly because of her Ladybug duties, but also because everyone else she knows and all of her friends and all that are in Paris versus in New York, so that's why she decided to stay. But Audrey really wanted Marinette because she was sitting at the helicopter and Marinette was running late, and then the assistant was like, oh, well, she's not showing up, should we leave? And Audrey was like, no, let's wait like another minute, because she really wanted Marinette. She really saw potential, and we might see this whole like Marinette fashion thing come into play later on, just simply because Marinette is good, and we might see her start her own business. I don't know, that'd be kind of cool. That probably won't happen yet. I don't know, maybe that's like a season 5 thing, who really knows. Now, Marinette gets Audrey Bourgeois to stay with Chloe, and to do this, Marinette really made them mad just by kind of like mocking them, and Marinette proves that Chloe and her mother are very similar, so that's kind of how they decided to stay, and yay, we have Audrey here, which we don't really need. Now, just a quick little point, Natalie may have some sort of feelings for Gabriel. I know that's like kind of weird, but it may also mean that she just wants the best for him. It was all just by that expression that she had when she walked out of his office. So I don't exactly know what to take away from this. I just thought I'd point that out. It's really up to you to decide what you think it means. And now the last point that I have written down is Hawkmoth is back and is motivated again. So we have Hawkmoth back in action, and oh boy, we've got a lot coming, because we got Frozer and then the finale. Ooh, man, we are so excited for the last couple episodes of the season. We're getting so close. So much plot related stuff has been in the last couple episodes. Like, there hasn't been an episode in the last like 3 or 4 episodes that hasn't had any plot in it whatsoever. So this is super exciting, and I cannot wait for the next couple episodes. I'm just like dying to see them. Also, one last thing I'd want to mention is Maledictator is still part of like the Queen's Battle trilogy. Maledictator is coming out on the 12th, so stay tuned for that. That's going to finish up this arc, and then also on the 12th is Frozer. Also maybe on the 13th Frozer, and the 14th Frozer. So Frozer's coming like very shortly after Maledictator as well. So yeah, get ready for some more Frozer as well. Now of course, your boy is going to be making an analysis on Maledictator and Frozer when they come out, so if you are interested in that and you liked the way I made this analysis and you liked the channel, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more content. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Goodbye.
At least you won't drown.